Welcome back to Midday. We are at Redbeard Roasters this afternoon on Tranquille with the co-owner, Mitchell Forgy. Great to have you here and be here with you.
Yes.
Yes. Bryce Herman, co-host of Perfect Pairings. We have some fantastic things that we're trying out today. We're pairing a beer with a beautiful pot pie and then a cider with this plate. And so maybe we'll let you get started on what we're doing here.
Sure. So the little story behind our korma pot pie, as we call it, my wife is Indian, and we're kind of like, my co-owner and his wife are all kind of foodies, and she was talking about some of her favorite comfort foods, and chicken curry for her is a comfort food, and so is pot pie, and it was her idea that why don't we put curry in pot pie, and it's, you know,
what a great idea.
All things together. So that's what we did. So we serve it with like an Indian spiced yogurt, and currently we have an apple chutney that the Gleaners brought us. They brought us a whole bunch of apples, and so we got some wicked apples from backyards and Kamloops, and we made that into a chutney. And anyways, it's with a korma pot pie. In beer pairing, beer and food pairing, it's not quite as religious or as researched as wine pairings might be. And so to me, it made sense that we're going to do an IPA with our korma pot pie. And this one in particular is from Hopworks Brewing in Portland. It's an all-organic IPA that they don't filter. And it's a kind of newer style called the white IPA. And so it's got a little bit of wheat in there, kind of like a Belgian wit. And it has some of those kind of summer wheat beer characteristics with the hoppiness of an IPA. So lemongrass flavors, some kind of grassy notes, things that you might also equate with like a Sauvignon Blanc if you're more of a wine drinker.
Right.
And so light, summery, refreshing, and it's supposed to kind of cleanse your palate in between the light heat of a korma pot pie.
Well, let's give it a go. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Mitchell? This one is actually pretty nice. I have to say, it's got a little bit more of those softer notes on the other side, which is really an interesting thing. And I can see how this is going to, in my mind, go very well with curry.
Okay, let's put that to the test.
Are you going to cut?
Yes.
You're in the middle,
good with
so
that? Here we go.
we're really happy. Mitchell and I are just waiting in the outskirts here.
Well, you just dig right in because I've made a good dent in it.
You've
right
put
here.
a dent in it?
I have so.
Are you going to take any of the other condiment along
Yes,
with it?
you're right. I need to try some of the yogurt that I just made a mess of.
That's
now
all good.
look. Okay, I think you should just dig in so that people aren't looking
Okay,
at
well,
me.
no, we'll distract. We'll distract for you. I'm going to just dip. I'm going to dip in. Gonna have to get a little bit of the chutney. Did we get a chance?
So good. So good. Lovely compliments. The apple goes so well with that. Is the yogurt spicy?
A
little bit.
I love this. I think that is delightful.
This really is a really nice dip. So I like that pairing. I totally can understand why you've done that.
It's kind of about light bistro food. You know, things that are easy to eat. They aren't overbearing in size, and you know, it's very casual.
Yes.
And that's kind of what we're going for.
Yeah.
So this is also from Portland, just like the beer that we had here. It's made by Reverend Nat, and he has a handful of ciders. This is his biggest seller. As far as I know, we're one of the only people in BC with it. It's Hallelujah Hoppercock. So he makes an artisanal apple cider. It's aromatic, and it kind of has those high acid cider apples used. Then he adds apricot juice, and he dry hops it like a beer. So talking about the last beer and the hop character, instead of being biting and bracing and bitter like you suggested that IPAs can be, it's becoming very popular now to just focus a lot more on the dry hopping, so getting the aromas and the perfumey characteristics out of the hops without getting that intense bitterness, because especially in summer, you don't want something so difficult.
I'm just gonna bring the charcuterie plate back our way here.
Yeah.
I notice we've got some bread, and looks like we've got some balsamic as well, and
so this is another element of what we're really trying to promote here. It kind of goes along in the same lines of the sort of bistro food. This is our fancy pants board, so it's our kind of upper echelon of the three boards that we have.
Right.
We feature all kinds of stuff on it, rotating cheeses through all kinds of different artisanal, Cascade region cheeseries, and then sometimes Quebec as well, because they have some cool stuff that we're able to get once in a while. And then most of the meats that we get are from Gary's on the North Shore, and so
that's a great job.
Yeah,
Gary's Delicatessen, wonderful little place.
Yeah, we feature them a lot because their stuff is awesome. We have some interesting kind of unique things today. We have fermented black garlic. We have our tomato jam. We have Gary's. We call it brawn because there's two names for it. One is brawn and one is head cheese.
Head cheese, yeah.
But head cheese can be a bit of a funny word for people.
Right.
Really all it is, and the way that Gary's makes it, is that they're just using a lot of bones in the stock that they're using that pulls the gelatin out to turn the kind of ham meat in it with this kind of jelly. But the cool thing about the jelly is that now you can infuse all sorts of flavors into it, so you're getting more flavor out of the meat than you would if it was just a dried meat like the salami over here. One of my favorite cheeses is on this board today, which is on the far side here. It's called the Cendrillon, and it's goat cheese that's covered in vegetable ash. It's just smooth and beautiful, and otherwise, I think we can kind of dig in.
I think that sounds great. I'm all set.
Just give us a try.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Smells
Absolutely.
delightful.
Oh, they're all in already? I don't even get a chance?
No, we're good. I haven't
We're good. All right.
I just follow suit.
See, they don't wait.
Delightful.
That's really nice. And ciders are really coming into their own,
yes,
too,
they
right?
are.
I mean, we were talking a little bit before we went to tape on this, and we were talking about the fact that ciders are really becoming much more popular, and there's more and more people that are looking to have cider on tap, and over the last few years, it's become more of a mainstream.
Yes.
Yeah. We didn't really decide that, oh, we want to feature a whole bunch of ciders.
Right.
We brought in a couple left field products, which are from Logan Lake, and they're fantastic. And we sold out of everything we brought in the first week, and we said, I think people like this.
Exactly.
So,
supply and demand thing, right?
Exactly.
They want it, we'll get it. All right.
All right, we're going to quickly have a little bite.
I'm going to try a little bit here.
I'm trying okay, I don't know what this is.
That's this sausage. I won't tell you what kind until after you've eaten it.
Really?
Only because I know you that well, Susan.
It's really good. It tastes good. Don't tell me.
I won't tell you because it is very good.
It's delicious.
That's all that matters.
I have to throw to a break. We're like into this for 10 minutes, I think, maybe. So, delicious all the way around. We're going to stay for a little bit and sample some of these beautiful things. Mitchell, thank you for having us today.
Yeah.
Really beautiful food here.
Nice.
It's a very unique approach with different flavors, and it's nice. And it's something different is always enjoyable.
yeah, well, we're trying hard.
I think it's fantastic. And again, to all the people that are watching, come on over and check out Red Beard Roasters. I think it's a little gem on the North Shore that maybe you haven't had a chance. So come on out and give it a try. Talk to the folks here, and they'll certainly tell you a little bit about their passion and share that with you as well.
Information is on the screen. We're here over on the North Shore on Tronquil. It's absolutely worth coming to check out. We are back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you can be a master. Don't